Hello, and welcome. I was just doing some shiny Eevee hunting before I started, and I apologize for the long starting soon screen. Got into a conversation with the husband, and at the very end, he was like, "Hey, you should change your shirt before you go on stream," because I had a little bit of schmutz. And I'm like, at any point during this conversation, you could have told me that, and we could have continued the conversation while I got changed, but you waited until the very end. And it was just like, great time management we've got here. Anyway, so what we've got today, I'm going to talk and hunt at the same time. What we've got today is a team from WallyTheBandit. And it is kind of a very meta team in some ways, but I saw that it had Tsareena on it. And I haven't seen a Tsareena at all. I haven't played with Tsareena this whole generation, and she is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. So I wanted to play with that team. So I built that team. I actually had Tsareena already prepped and ready to go for VGC even before I even started streaming. And I was just like, yes, finally an excuse to break her out of the box, get her off the bench, and into the battles. So I'm kind of looking forward to that team. The other team that we have is a Sandstorm team that I put together myself. I'm still not super confident in my team building skills with this generation, but I am learning. I used to be good at team building, and then I just fell off of team building. In the thumbnail of this video, though, I did have a Garganacl, because this team did have a Garganacl on it, but I changed it at kind of the last minute and put in a kind of a tanky little bit of damage investment Gastrodon to see how well that would work. Because I kind of need something to really counter the ever-present Palafin and Dondozo and just the large amount of water types that are around. Because this team really doesn't want to go against water types. But this is the team that I will be using first. So let's go ahead and get connected to the internet. I think I have like 20 minutes left on a shiny sandwich, but I'll go harvest some Herba Mysticas later to make up for it. And I just realized the shirt I changed into was actually one of my best friends made me a shirt. And it was this one. I don't know if you can see it on stream very well, but you can certainly see the glitteriness of it. It's actually the crescent and star symbol from Elder Scrolls for Lady Azura, and it says, "Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen." And I enjoy it. Nobody yet has gotten the reference. Every time I've worn it anywhere, everyone's just like, "Oh, I like your shirt because it's nice and glittery." But they have not gotten the reference. And I'm a little sad about that because Elder Scrolls is such an important game to me. All right, so let's go with this team. I also wanted kind of an excuse to bring back Annihilate, because I really do like using it. I really don't care for the Final Gambit Annihilates that seem to be the flavor of the month, but of course mine isn't. And let's see who we got here. We got Chien-Pao, Ceruledge, Azumarill, Arcanine, Annihilate, and Iron Bundle. I wonder if he's gonna go Howl Arcanine with Azumarill first. I kind of see that being a thing. He could also go Howl Arcanine and Chen Pao for some really gross amount of physical damage, or even Ceruledge, but I'm pretty sure the Arcanine is going to be coming first, no matter who he pairs it with. The first 3 Pokemon on his team are huge physical threats. Not that Annihilate isn't, but I kind of don't see it coming in first thing. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to come in with Arcanine first, and Tsareena, just in case that Azumarill comes in. And we are going to bring Tinglu in the back, and we are going to bring Baxcalibur in the back. I think that's a solid plan. But we'll see. I'm also notorious for predicting what my enemy is going to do and bringing just the wrong thing. Ceruledge and Azumarill. Okay. No Arcanine. So I wonder if Arcanine's in the back. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Howl here. He's probably going to either swap Azumarill. Not quite sure what he wants to do. I'm going to try and go for a U-turn here. But Tsareena's probably going to take a very hefty amount of damage from Ceruledge if she doesn't outspeed, which I kind of don't think she does, but I'm hoping we do. I'm fully invested in speed and attack on Tsareena. Okay. See a Fairy Terrace, so he doesn't switch. But it's kind of smart on his turn to get rid of that water type and lose the grass weakness. Okay, Bitter Blade comes out. Tsareena's gonna just die. So I wonder if Liquidation. Okay. Arcanine barely lives that. We are going to go ahead and go into Baxcalibur. And we are going to, well, yeah, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp Azumarill. Even though it's probably going to Aqua Jet. But I am going to Glaive Rush into Ceruledge here. He didn't Aqua Jet, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, Ceruledge is weak armor. Interesting. Shadow Claw comes out. What's Azumarill gonna do? Probably play rough, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't do too much damage with that burn. Never mind. Okay. Team's not doing super hot. I'm just going to go ahead and leave. We've literally done almost nothing to his team at all. We put Ceruledge in the red. That's about the most productive thing we've done. So I'm just going to go ahead and run, and we're just going to go for the next game. I really was not expecting Ceruledge to just deal that much damage right out the gate. I know it does have a pretty good attack stat, but I don't know. I kind of see Ceruledge as wanting a little bit of defense, just because they're not super tanky naturally. But that one was just hard into attack and probably speed, and just wrecked Tsareena in one hit. So it probably would have been wiser to either swap out for Tinglu or for Baxcalibur to get that thermal exchange proc going. But I was kind of hoping that Tsareena would outspeed, but that wasn't the case. Who do we got coming next? You know, probably too. Other than hoping for an outspeed, which probably wasn't going to happen to even begin with, I probably should have just led with Iron Bundle and just kind of plinked them down a little bit with what's the ice move that lowers speed? Icy Wind. God. I swear to God, on Fridays, my brain just starts shutting down, like, at 3 o'clock, and then I'm just, like, checked out of everything for the rest of the day. An opposing trainer could not be found. Okay. Haven't seen that in a while. I bet, though, everybody and their grandmother is playing Tears of the Kingdom. Because that did launch, right? Pretty sure it did. And I would actually be a little bit more excited if I had played Breath of the Wild, but I never did. Oh, May 12th. I thought that was today that it released. Well, I've been seeing a lot of people being illegal then on TikTok and such. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like May 12th. All right. So, ooh. I kind of like this team. Heavy physical, though, except for Iron Bundle, of course. We see Garchomp, Dragonite, Murkrow, Iron Bundle. Actually, that's not true. I've seen a lot of people run Iron Valiant as a special attacker, which to me is kind of weird, but given its stats and its move pool, I guess not really. And Gyarados. So, probably going to see Murkrow or Gyarados partnering up with... I couldn't be sure. But the good thing is that most of them are weak to Fairy. But I have no Fairy types on this team. Never mind. But I'm going to send in Arcanine first, since most of them are physical threats. And we are going to go for Annihilate second, I think. No, I'm gonna go with Iron Bundle, Annihilate in the back, and Ting Lu in the back. I think that's probably a good call. I don't think the Tsareena has Play Rough. I think she can learn Play Rough, but I don't think this one's carrying it. I tried to stick to the original creators theme as much as possible. I couldn't find a Pokepaste anywhere for it though, so the EVs could be wildly different for all I know. But most of this team I had already in my boxes. I just cobbled them together. I don't think anybody on this team was built for this stream, like a lot of my teams in previous streams have been. But we are going to go ahead. Not going to Howl here. That would be kind of weird. But I think what I want to do is I am going to Will-O-Wisp. Well, we're probably going to eat either a Taunt or a Tailwind. I'm just going to go for an Extreme Speed onto Murkrow, just to kind of break its sash, if it is holding one. And we are going to Icy Wind right away to kind of slow them down. Not a lot of damage on Murkrow. So that Murkrow is like probably fully invested in defense and special defense. Rock Slide comes out. It doesn't really hurt. Wow, okay. That's kind of surprising. And just an insane amount of damage on Garchomp. I know he's 4 times weak, but that was a lot of damage. Extreme Speed onto Garchomp, and we are... well... He outspeeds now. I'm actually going to Protect here. And just kind of keep Iron Bundle a little bit healthier. But he doesn't switch. Interesting. Murkrow goes for the taunt. That's totally fine. Probably going to swap out Arcanine, though, here for Ting-Lu. Eisenkrieger. Okay. Again, not super clear what this Iron Valiant is going to do. Quark Drive does speed. Again, still not super clear whether it's physical or special. But we're just going to go into Ting-Lu. Iron Bundle, we are going to Icy Wind and just kind of chunk them down. We're probably going to get like either a Mach Punch or a Drain Punch right into Iron Bundle. But if we do, I'm just going to put Arcanine right back in and lower his attack, and then probably swap out for Annihilate. But I'm kind of hoping we don't have to deal with that, and Vessel of Ruin is enough to chunk. Oh, and it's special. Okay, cool. Still didn't matter, though. Iron Bundle went down. Okay, Final Play comes out. Not going to do a whole lot to Ting-Lu. Yeah, I'm going to go into Arcanine because I really do want to kind of waste their turns of Tailwind, but I need to get rid of that. I'm actually going to Terra here because we're probably going to take a Moonblast to the face, and we are going to go with a Heavy Slam onto, well, yeah, Terra here, Heavy Slam onto Murkrow, because I don't think an Extreme Speed is going to take it out, since, considering how much damage we did not do on the first Extreme Speed. Okay, he's also going to Terra Fairy. Yep, Moonblast, definitely. But thankfully we'll resist that with Terra Poison. I did him and haw a bit when I was putting this team together, whether or not to change, because I think Wally also made this Ting-Lu poison, but I did kind of him and haw a bit if I wanted to put Ting-Lu on Steel, but I kind of figured the shared fighting weakness between Dark and Steel would maybe be a problem at some point, so I decided against it and kept it poison. Okay. Murkrow goes down. Tailwind should end this turn. Pretty sure. Yep, their Tailwind ended. And in comes Annihilate. I'm actually going to Protect on Annihilate, because I kind of think that Annihilate's going to draw a bit of ire away from Ting-Lu. But... oh, and Gyarados did not Intimidate, so it is Moxie. It'd be weird if it isn't. But we're going to go for a Heavy Slam, and we are going to Protect. Since we are kind of at a disadvantage, staring a very, very threatening Fairy type in the face with a Fighting type. I am hoping that this Heavy Slam, though, does deal considerable damage to Iron Valiant. But we'll see. Moonblast. Protected. Waterfall. Not a whole lot going on there. And we get the flinch. Are you kidding me? Well. King Lu really doesn't have a good answer for Gyarados, so I'm actually going to Rage Fist into Gyarados. That Moonblast is probably going to take us right out, though. Yeah. There was no live in that. Gyarados just kind of takes advantage of the opportunity to get Dragon Dances in because I can't do anything. Good amount of damage. It really sucks that we got that flinch. So we have to really dance around this Gyarados. But we'll see. I'm hoping Rock Tomb deals a good amount of damage. Okay, so now we're paralyzed, and we have to worry about flinches. And Gyarados is just free to set up forever. Okay, finally check out his Terra. Finally. And I'm going to see how much Rock Tomb does. It is a super effective move, but Rock Tomb doesn't do a whole lot of base damage itself. Oh, yeah, we're not winning this. And we flinched. Okay. Alright. I am going to take a little bit of an early break, though. Gotta go take care of something real quick. Chuck actually asked me to take care of the dishes, and I did not do that. So, to avoid the doghouse, I am gonna go wash a dish or two, and I'll be right back, like 2 minutes. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. He made dinner tonight, so I was kind of on the hook for the dishes. Alright, see what we got. We're off to a kind of a rough start. But that's okay. Alright, so Talonflame, Great Tusk, Golden Go, Iron Bundle, Amoonguss, and Roaring Moon. I am respectful of his entire team except for the Great Tusk, which I don't respect because it's always been garbage. Even when I see it on enemy teams, it never does anything productive. Which is weird to me because I see it all the time in like big competitions. Like almost everybody has one. I have yet to see somebody use one to like any kind of good effect. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just watching the wrong matches at the wrong time. I don't know. But we are gonna start with. He doesn't have. Well, he could start with Golden Go. That's the thing. I'm actually going to start with these two, Tinglu in the back with Tsareena. Reason being is I kind of want Tsareena to threaten the Great Tusk and possibly even the Iron Bundle, even though we're going to be outsped, which is whatever. But I want her ability to also kind of push out the Talonflame and hopefully maybe even eat a Spore. So that would be cool. We are going to go for an Icy Wind because I'm pretty sure that's what he's going to do too. And I'm thinking we should swap, but I really don't want Tsareena to take an Icy Wind straight to the face. But I don't think we really have a choice. Because he's going to Spore someone. Maybe Rage Powder? I doubt it. There would be no reason to. Amoonguss takes a healthy amount of damage. So I wonder if this Amoonguss is got a little bit of investment in special attack then. Okay, and he spores onto Iron Bundle. Unfortunate. I'm just going to go for a Freeze Dry and hope we wake up. And we are going to taunt onto Amoonguss. Okay, we don't wake up. But it is good to know that we outspeed his Iron Bundles. We've consistently done that twice now. Okay, speed falls. We eat our Citrus Berry. I don't know if I'm getting a whole lot of value out of that Citrus Berry, just because Tsareena's not the tankiest Pokemon in the world, but I don't know. Gonna go for another Freeze Dry and hope that we wake up, and we are super not gonna outspeed anymore. So we'll go out to Arcanine. Because he's still immune to Spore. Well, we taunted, so we don't really have to worry about Spore anyway. If you ask me, Pollen Puff should be considered a powder move and should be immune to... Grass type should be immune to it. Unless you use it on an ally, then they should be just fine. Okay, Iron Bundle. Still fucking taking a nap. Pollen Puff comes out. Okay, again, Freeze Dry, and we are going to Flare Blitz into Amoonguss. I'm really sick of being asleep. Okay, Hydro Pump comes out, and we misses again. Second time it's been a miss for him. Rocky Helmet, okay. Take our recoil damage. Bundle still asleep. Roaring Moon comes out. We're likely not going to outspeed anymore, especially... okay, attack. I doubt our Iron Bundle is going to outspeed, but let's try and get an Icy Wind off, I guess. And I'm going to go for... I don't want to Terra here, because I might want to Terra Ting-Lu later on. But we're just going to go for an Extreme Speed onto Roaring Moon, just to give it a little bit of damage on it. Breaking Swipe doesn't KO. Interesting. But we're probably going to see a Icy Wind, yeah. I can't remember the names of moves to save my life tonight. Tsareena's probably going to die immediately. She has absolutely nothing to protect herself or outspeed or any priority whatsoever, and she's probably going to take an Acrobatics right to the face or just another Icy Wind. So she is so far been worthless. She has not done anything productive at all. But we'll go for a low sweep. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to go for a low sweep. And we're going to Terra here, and we are going to Rock Tomb into Iron Bundle. Ugh. Man, that's disappointing, though. I really wanted Tsareena to do something productive. So far, her ability has been not useful at all. It has stopped 0 priority moves. So, that's fun. Bundle used Icy Wind. Ting-Lu avoids it, which isn't the one that we needed to avoid it. And again, we are left with just Ting-Lu out on the field. The rest of our team, of course, not being sturdy enough to really deal with anything well at all. And the only damage we were able to do was with Arcanine. So that kind of sucks. And I wish there was a good way that we could have brought Annihilate a few times. I mean, we did in our previous battle, but yeah, he went down on one hit. There was nothing to really he could do. This team really doesn't protect the allies very well. Arcanine can do that sort of, but I don't know. The enemy teams so far have just had far superior speed control than just Icy Wind. And when they didn't, when we had equal footing, just like this last battle, they just put my Iron Bundle to sleep, and that was it. The game was over after that. I'm going to go ahead and switch teams here. I usually go for about 3 or 4 games, but when the loss streak is really, really hard, I usually abandon the team because it's just not fun, really, to just constantly lose. And really just struggle to do anything at all. I know there's always going to be losses. You're not going to win every single game, but when you consistently lose, no matter what you're trying, and you try something different each time, it gets to the point where you're just like, maybe this team is just bad. And I shouldn't say that. Maybe the team's not bad. Maybe it's just not for this meta. But anyway, so we immediately come across a Sun team. So we've got Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Roaring Moon, Jumpluff, Wo-Chien, and Torkoal. I don't see Trick Room really being a thing unless that Fluttermane's got some secrets. I'm thinking Torkoal and Jumpluff first. Torkoal set up Sun, Jumpluff set up Wind, and then switch out. Or lead Chi-Yu Fluttermane just to get as much damage as humanly possible as fast as possible. I guess. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to lead with our 2 water types first. And then I'm going to bring in these 2. The reason why we're leading with our 2 water types first is it's kind of the safer option no matter what he leads with, because I want to be able to bring in my weather setter second, which he's probably going to do. He's probably going to lead like Chi-Yu Fluttermane and then swap out for Torkoal like first turn, which isn't a terrible strategy, but I kind of expect the Torkoal to be out first turn, so we'll see. Yep, Jumpluff and Roaring Moon. So what we're probably going to see is a Tailwind from Jumpluff and Roaring Moon do an Acrobatics. Oh, no booster energy. Okay. I am not going to outspeed the Jumpluff at all, but we can at least get a lot of damage on it with an Ice Beam. And we are going to go ahead and Thunder Wave the Roaring Moon. Kind of shut down its speed after that Tailwind. Guarantee you will see a Tailwind though. Roaring Moon is going to Terra into ground. Are you kidding me? I was like, there's no way it's going to be ground or electric. Like, that would just be weird. Weakness policy. That's the idea here. Okay. Okay, Rock Slide comes out. Gyarados mercifully avoids it. Gastrodon takes goddamn nothing. Okay, we take Jumpluff down to Sash. And we get the freeze. That is the first freeze I've had in a VGC battle ever. Well, not ever, but this generation. All right, cool. We're gonna clear Smog onto Dick Bag over there, and I'm actually going to swap for. Yeah, I think I'm going to swap for Tyranitar. I think we're pretty safe to swap in. I don't think Jumpluff has got anything up its sleeve like Energy Ball or anything like that. If it does, I kind of thought that it... Well, maybe not. Because it wanted to proc that that weakness policy as soon as possible. But, it's still frozen, bitch. Rock Slide comes out, dealing almost nothing to us. Clear Smog goes out, just completely reversing that weakness policy. And Jumpluff dies to Sand. A large portion of why I wanted to do a Sandstorm team was specifically to just make Focus Sash completely useless. Now that we lost Hail, yeah, this is the only, like, dot that we can easily put out other than Salt Cure. But I would not be surprised if he brings in Torkoal. Would not be surprised at all. Chi-Yu. Okay, interesting choice. I don't know if Chi-Yu can learn any grass attacks. Not 100% sure. But I am actually going to go out to Garchomp, who is a little gimmicky. He is Sandvale with Bright Powder. Because I don't like things. But we are going to go for a smackdown on Chi-Yu. Do some okay damage. I don't want to Terra just yet. Okay, Chi-Yu goes for a attack. That's fine. Okay, he goes for an Earthquake. We're probably not going to get a whole lot of damage from that, honestly. Okay, Tyranitar actually did take quite a bit of damage. More so than I was expecting. I am gonna Terra with Garchomp here, and we are gonna go for an Earthquake. And I'm gonna swap out Tyranitar for Gyarados to avoid that Earthquake damage. And hopefully, if we need Tyranitar, we'll still have Tyranitar in the back to reset weather if we need it. Gyarados is also using the safety goggles, so we also are immune to sand damage. Which I actually had to look up because I couldn't remember if safety goggles also gave you weather immunity or if it was just powder and spore moves that it gave you immunity to. But it does. It gives you weather immunity. Just to the damage, not to the effects. Okay. Chi-Yu doing nothing this game. Acrobatics coming out. Garchomp taking that rather well, honestly. Okay, so we do see the sunlight coming back in. That's totally okay. We can just swap back out to Tyranitar and reset that sun. Oops, I don't want to do anything with Garchomp. I'm actually going to protect here with Garchomp just to kind of draw some attention and avoid that attention. And we are going to swap back out for Tyranitar since he can no longer reset the sun. Again, I said it on Wednesday. Oh, okay, we're just going to leave the battle. I've never seen any weather set or weather team at all have anything to reset weather other than their one singular Pokemon with an ability that does it. Like Pelipper, Torkoal, usually just those two. Outside of that, I've never once seen a build on YouTube, on Twitter, or anything at all that tells or instructs other people to, hey, if you're going to run a weather team, it might be a great idea to maybe put like Sandstorm or Sunny Day on another Pokemon just in case your weather setter gets knocked out or you don't bring it or whatever and you need to reset the weather. Nowhere have I seen that. I'm sure there are some, I'm just not seeing them, but it's astounding to me that weather sets have become as popular as they are, and nobody knows how to set weather without an ability. I think, though, that's probably why my snow team didn't do too hot. Was because I didn't bring a weather setter with, I didn't bring a bomb of snow, basically, is what it boils down to. And the reason for that is I didn't want it to be, like, super obvious right off the bat that I was bringing a snow team. Even though I had Cryogonal, so that was kind of, why would anybody bring Cryogonal? But, I don't know, I didn't want to bring a bomb of snow. So I brought 2 Pokemon with Snowscape on them, and it just really wasn't effective. I think if I had brought a Bomb of Snow and something else with Snowscape, it probably would have been better. With this team, though, I actually don't have Sandstorm anywhere else on the team, but I do have Sandaconda, whose ability is Sand Spit. So basically, anytime it takes damage, it will start another Sandstorm. So I kind of have 2 weather setting abilities in one team. Okay, so we've got a Ditto. That's interesting. Fluttermane, Iron Hands, Tinglu, Golden Go, and Arcanine. Ditto is kind of the wild card here. He could really do a lot of work by stealing one of my Pokemon and running with it. I actually did that for a hot minute a few generations ago. It is a great way to just kind of like grab your opponent's fist and just be like, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. And it's not fun. But you really have to know what people are bringing, how to use that, how to use it in your own team, how to let it stand on its own. It does take a lot of situational awareness to really do really well. But I think what we're gonna do, we are gonna bring these 2. Garchomp in the back. I don't think we're gonna need Gastrodon here. And we'll see what happens. I kind of hope he brings the Ditto. I really want to see what the Ditto does. And I had a lot of fun back in the day, too, when I had a Ditto. I would actually lead with it and just kind of take whatever was given to me. But the smarter move is to run Ditto in the back. That way you can kind of like, I want to steal that and switch out to that Pokemon and steal it with Ditto. Okay, so Iron Hands, Fluttermane. I'm gonna go for... Actually, I'm gonna swap Gyarados out here. No. I really don't have a good swap in, to be honest. Well, yeah, I do. We'll go out for Tyranitar. And Sandaconda, we are actually going to... Oh, crap. I guess it's going to Poison Tail. I kind of hope it Poison Tails into Fluttermane here. Okay, Fluttermane is protected. I kind of sort of saw that coming. But we Poison Tail into Iron Hands. Brilliant. Thunderbolt comes out. That's not going to hurt very much. And a Sandstorm with a Assault Vest. Iron Hands is leftovers. Okay. I hate that, really. I'm actually going to Terra here, and we are going to Terra Blast right into Iron Hands. I really want Iron Hands off the field. And we're actually going to Glare into Fluttermane. I wanted to go for Coil first turn to get an accuracy jump for Sandaconda, but I think the better play is to shut down Fluttermane ASAP. we are going to Terra. We are going to lose our fairy weakness, which is probably what we're about to get hit with. We're about to get hit with probably Moonblast and Drain Punch is what I would imagine. Okay, Dazzling. Whatever. That's fine. Sandaconda is going to red card Fluttermane and get it the fuck out. So we're actually not going to paralyze it, but we are going to paralyze Arcanine should it not have a Lumberry. But that's not great. I really didn't want to see Arcanine and drop my attack right away. Wow. Drain Punch goes out. Tyranitar takes nothing. I am very, 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 very surprised that Terra Blast did almost nothing to Iron Hands. He must be fully invested, or at least heavily invested in defense. Even with that attack drop, it still should have done more damage than that. But we're going to swap out Tyranitar, actually. We are going to go into Gyarados. And Sandaconda is going to go for a Coil. Ugh. Kind of surprised he kept the Arcanine in, to be honest. Okay, goes for Extreme Speed. Gyarados kind of eats that up. Thunderbolt, okay, yeah. Kind of figured that. I was really hoping that we weren't going to take a Thunderbolt. But it is what it is. At least we got another attack drop on Iron Hands. He's really, really, really hesitant to swap out Iron Hands, which is really interesting to me. I would have been staring really hefty ground types in the face and like not brought Iron Hands at all. In fact, I really didn't expect him to bring Iron Hands at all. But we are going to Earthquake here. And we are going to... I'm going to go for another Coil, because I kind of can. Okay, he goes for a Detect. He's probably going to Will-O-Wisp. Or he probably, well, can't now, but he probably was going for a Will-O-Wisp onto Garchomp, so that paralysis was very helpful for us. Okay, Sandaconda just boosting up. I imagine Fluttermane is going to come back in. And probably just going to Dazzling Gleam. I don't think Sandaconda's going to live. Oh, Ting Lu. Okay, he probably would have been better off with Fluttermane, to be honest. And we are going to continue Earthquaking. And... I don't know if we get much value. Well, I'm going to Paralyze onto the Ting Lu slot. Okay, he didn't swap. Okay, I was kind of thinking he would bring in Ting Lu and then bring in Fluttermane maybe for some weird reason. But it is what it is. Sandaconda just eating that attack. Sandkey. Okay. Little bit of dot damage on Garchomp. Okay, we lost the Sandstorm. I do believe, though, that Sandspit will still proc regardless. So we're going to keep Sandaconda in. I am not going to go for an Earthquake here. I am actually going to go for a Dragon Claw into Iron Hands just to deal some neutral damage. And we are going to Poison Tail into the Iron Hands slot just in case. I forgot he had Detect. I really want him to switch, and he's just not doing it. And it's not even in his best interest to keep Iron Hands out with all of the drops it's had. Oh, surprised Sandaconda died. It wasn't a crit though. It just went down, even with a +3 defense. Garchomp taking a bit more damage there. Okay, we'll send in Tyranitar. And we are going to go for an Earthquake, and we are going to go for... I'm going to go for an Iron Head into the Tinglu slot. Not a whole lot of damage on Tinglu, which is to be expected. I mean, yeah. Tinglu just doesn't take damage, ever. Dark Pulse. Okay. Taking advantage of our Bright Powder and Sand Veil there. But doesn't matter, we're going to go down to Sand. But we're going to go ahead and leave this battle. We really can't win. There's zero chance that Flutter Mane is not going to just one-shot us. So, we are going to leave. But that was one of the few games where it was still fun to still lose. I think we did really, really well. I think probably what I could have done a little bit better, though, is that I could have been a little bit more aggressive on the Sandaconda. I think at once I was at half health, I probably was a little bit free to do as much damage as I possibly could. It was really frustrating that he did not do anything that he should have done with Iron Hands to end that battle faster. We could have lost a lot sooner had he just taken care of his Iron Hands rather than just, like, obstinately just keeping it in for no reason. Yeah, he built it tanky, but he also can still do damage. Just swap it out. You have a Terra fucking Flutter Mane in the back. Just bring in the Flutter Mane, Dazzling Gleam until it dies, which is probably going to be not long because I can't really do a whole lot of damage here with, you know, me boosting up my Sandaconda. Yeah, he could have played that better and just didn't, and I could have played that better and just didn't. Anyway, now I'm frustrating myself thinking about it. The Dunsparce, Flutter Mane, Tandemaus, Family of 3, Hydreigon, Arcanine, and Golden Go. I'm really not sure what he's going to open with. Maybe Mousehold and Golden Go, maybe Hydreigon, Flutter Mane, maybe he could really open with a lot of things here. I really don't know what the Dunsparce is going to do. Truly zero idea. But he does have a lot of special attack. So I'm probably not going to bring Sandaconda here. What I might do is I'm going to bring these two. And we're going to bring these guys in the back. I think that's probably the best plan here. Let's see what we got. Mousehold Dunsparce. The Dunsparce. Again, not a goddamn clue what the Dunsparce is gonna do. Serene Grace, maybe shenanigans? I don't know. I'm just gonna go for an Ice Beam. Well, no, I'm gonna go for an Earth Power into Mousehold and just deal as much damage as I can. And we are gonna U-turn into the Dunsparce just to put damage on it. Because I really don't know what this is gonna do. What is it gonna do? We're gonna tear at the Dunsparce to Psychic. At least we'll get super effective damage with that U-turn, I guess. I'm really struggling to think what the Dunsparce can do. Eat up? What does that do? Rattled. I guess so? And weakness policy? Rattled and weakness policy. That's the plan. Sure. Can it learn stored power? I guess that would be kind of, you know, gross a little bit. Oh, it can learn stored power. Interesting. Okay, Gastrodon goes down. That is an interesting strategy, because that's 4 speed boosts, 2 attack, and 2 special attack. So that is a large amount of... Wait, what killed me? Oh wait, no, I U-turned. Never mind. I'm done. Yeah. What I think I'm gonna do though is I'll swap into Tyranitar and Garchomp. Protect with Garchomp because it can't store power Tyranitar. But I know he has other moves in his moveset. So we're going to protect Garchomp. And I'm going to Terra here, hoping it keeps me safe from, like, an Earthquake. And we are going to... I'm actually going to Earthquake into him, since Garchomp is protecting. And I'm only terrestrializing here because I'm thinking that's kind of what all he's got if he doesn't use stored power. And I doubt he's going to target stored power onto Tyranitar turn 1. With me being a dark type. I mean, does that make sense? I guess. Okay, follow me. Doesn't matter, I'm gonna Earthquake. Okay, stored power onto Garchomp. Exactly what I expected. Tyranitar uses Earthquake. And wow, Dunsparce took no damage. I super duper hate that. I wonder if he's going to switch targets now, though. So I really have nothing to lose by not Earthquaking on both. Actually, I want to swap Tyranitar. I'm going to swap to Corviknight. I'm probably going to lose Corviknight. Probably. Even with Assault Vest and Sandstorm, well, Sandstorm's not going to give me any special defense boosts because I'm not Rock type anymore. Even if I was, I really don't think that we would live a stored power from the Dunsparce. Oh, okay, so he still went on Garchomp. That's fine. I was really hoping that we could get a Bright Powder Sand Veil shenanigan there, but that did not happen. This is a growth strategy. I'm trying to think of ways that it can be stopped without Clear Smog. And I'm really not thinking of one. That's probably why he took out my Gastrodon turn 1. But whatever. Okay, Earthquake and U-turn. Stored power, gonna just one-shot me no matter what he does. That is super duper gross. Because he essentially gets 8 stacks for stored power just first turn. And Population Bomb is just completely and utterly broken. At least we got rid of the Dunsparce. Interesting strategy. I've actually been wanting to shiny hunt a 3-segment Dunsparce, so I might steal this because it is kind of gross. And I'm really trying to think of some way to shut that down that isn't fake out. Actually, we're just gonna run. So we are not doing well with any team tonight. I think we've got 1 win out of maybe 8 games so far, maybe 7 games. I'm not sure. So super duper not doing well. I am liking the Sandstorm team, though. I think it's fun because I'm still having a good time even though I'm losing. But it's not quite working the way I want it to. I really kind of thought that since Pokemon, if you use a 95% move, that move might as well be like a 2% accuracy. I kind of figured that with Garchomp having Bright Powder and Sand Veil, that I would be dodging a few more attacks than I am, which is just 1 so far. So, I don't know. I don't think that's as effective as I thought it would be. Let's see. I do have 2 teams. No, not rentals. I do have 2 teams in the wings, though. They do need a little bit of work. Team 6. Who are you missing? I think you're just missing my Dragonite, and I think you're missing Pokepaste Dragonite, which is on Team 5 already. But I actually have to go back and check to see what my Surf Dozo team was built as. Lord? Just scroll. Thank you. My God. Discord just sometimes just doesn't work. Extreme Speed, Ice Spinner, Thunder Punch, and Protect. Was that the team that I brought? Yeah, it sure was. It was Puff Puff Pass. So actually, I'm gonna switch out to that team real quick. I just got to play around with a few things first. Swap some items. Yeah, I just had I had high hopes for this team, but I didn't care for it. Bax Caliber again, super duper not thrilled with it. I've played against it, I fought with it, and it is extraordinarily underwhelming in every single facet. It has not wowed me in any single way other than, wow, it died fast. So probably gonna lump that in the same bucket as Great Tusk and just call it useless, and just, you know, you bring it for the team preview threat, like maybe your enemy thinks you're going to do something with it and plans around that, but you don't actually bring it because it's just there to you know, kind of be you know, bright colors to ward off predators. Anyhow, we are gonna bring Dragonite. We do have to change a few things on Dragonite. Thunder Wave, Thunder Punch. I do enjoy that they remember their TM moves. You don't have to reuse a TM to reteach them the same move. I am very, very grateful for that. Did we keep the EV same? Yeah, okay. EVs are the same from when we ran this team last. And actually, everybody still has their items. Yeah, everybody still has their original items. Cool. I did not remove those. I thought I had. Neat, neat, neat. Okay. Thought I was going to have to do a little bit more work than that. Before we jump in, though, I am going to take a bit of a break to get up and walk around and stretch a little bit. But I will be RB. Alrighty. I am back. And in case anybody is curious about the Surf Dozo team, I did run this a few weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago. So it should be in my list of lives. So just go back to that video. It's got a big picture of oh yeah, that team was a huge disappointment too. But that was the team that I needed to rent and like decipher the EV spreads. So that's why it's there. But if anybody's curious about this team, I did run it a while back, so you can go back to that live and get the information from the description. I really did not anticipate not really enjoying either team tonight. Anywho, ooh, Brexish. Don't see that very often. And Crocorock. Or Crocodile. Maybe Moxie, maybe Intimidate. Who knows? A lot of not super used Pokemon here. Maybe a Sunwind team, I'm guessing. Interesting. Good to know, though. I'm gonna open with that does kind of put me in a weird position, though. If he's gonna run Sun, I don't want to open with My Weather. Torkoal's gonna be slower than Pelipper anyway. So even if I do send it out at the same time, he's just gonna reset My Weather. So I'm gonna lead with Umbreon and Dragonite. I think that's kind of the safest option. And we are gonna bring Pelipper in the back with our choice banded Turtle. I think that's the best option. Pretty sure he's gonna anticipate me bringing Dozo because, I mean, everybody that has a Dozo Tatsugiri on their team almost always brings it anyway. So I guarantee you he's gonna bring Torkoal to set up Sun and kind of mitigate some of that Dozo damage. Okay, we don't see Torkoal. Okay. Kilowattrel, though, is probably going to set up Wind right away. And that Wind is going to proc its Wind Power, or whatever its ability is. I think it's Wind Power. That does stuff to it. But I'm actually... Is it worth... You know what? I'm just going to steal the ability. I'm just going to steal it, and we're going to run with it. We are going to... Extreme Speed into Passimian. We see Tailwind. Kind of expected that. Do we see... Okay, we don't see the ability coming out. Passimian does do a little bit of damage to himself with the Rocky Helmet. So I wonder if he's not running Wind Power. What is his ability that I'm about to steal? Okay, Bruxish comes out, and we see Dazzling be a thing. Cool. Actually, this works out a lot better because I'm going to steal Dazzling. It's Strong Jaw, not Dazzling. What? That's literally all Bruxish has going for it, is Dazzling. It does not have very good attack for Strong Jaw to even be really effective. I don't understand. I truly, truly, truly don't understand. All right. I'm actually gonna give Strong Jaw to Passimian. I don't 100% remember what Passimian can do, but I don't want it doing it. It has something to do with abilities, and I'd have to look it up, and I'm not gonna. Okay, he's gonna Terra. Who we gonna Terra? We're gonna Terra Bruxish. Ice. Okay. So Ice Fang, I guess he's gonna Ice Fang my. Presumably, he's gonna Ice Fang. Dragonite, which Dragonite should be fine. Wow, that was actually a lot of damage. That was through multi-scale, even. Okay, Umbreon goes down. Passimian kind of hurts itself, really. Sure. Man, that is just so weird to me. Just so weird to me. I don't want to send in Pelipper. We're going to send in Dreadnought. I wonder if I have... I'm probably not going to have enough speed because he's just going to... Well, he did drop his defenses. We're going to go for a Rock Slide, and we are going to go for an Extreme Speed into Passimian. I really don't want to Terra. I want to save my Terra. God damn it. I really want to save my Terra for Dreadnought. But he's probably going to close combat again into Dreadnought, and Dreadnought is going to take a good amount of damage. Or just fucking die. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do what I should have done. I did play a little careful because I was really worried about Torkoal in the back. But that didn't end up fucking happening, so we just let him get away with too much. And he running Strong Jaw on Bruxish, Terra Ice on Bruxish, literally just for Ice Fang for a slow, not super duper physical threat. He did do a just massive amount of damage to Dragonite though with through my multi-scale. Granted though, he did get stabbed, he did get quad weakness onto it. I probably would have just been better off going Terra on Dragonite to begin with and just really just go into town with extreme speeds, but I played way too carefully. I really should have just Terra'd Dragonite and led with that, and just kind of, had Dreadnought on the back just do its thing without the Terra. So that was my big mistake, is that I super did not use my Terra effectively. I played way too careful. But whatever. Really super duper not expecting him to lead with Passimian Kilowattrel staring down a Dozo Tatsugiri team. Like, I would have opened with Torkoal and immediately set up Sun, so that Dozo just could not do as much damage as it wanted to. It would have been a huge inconvenience to have Sun with a Dozo team. So that's why I didn't bring it, because I was expecting him to expect me to bring it. Anyway, Trick Room team with Meowscarada hitting crits for days and days. So can't bring Dozo at all. So we just got to bring these two again. that's really all we can do. We really cannot bring Dozo. Alrighty. Let's see what he opens with. Gallade and Corviknight. So he's probably going to set up a Tailwind instead of Trick Room this game. Could he be justified with Corviknight on this team, on the side? I'm trying to think of the shenanigans that he could do with Gallade. Not super sure that he can do anything terrible. I'm actually going to steal Corviknight's Mirror Armor. And we are going to Terra Normal, and we are going to Thunder Punch into Corviknight. Because I really don't know if Gallade is going to have any Fairy moves. I doubt it, but we kind of paid for it last game by not using our Terra very efficiently. And I'm going Terra Normal here just to drop my Fairy weakness. Okay, Gallade goes for Protect, whatever. Thunder Punch goes out. Corviknight takes a healthy amount of damage for as much defense as Corviknight usually has. And it's pressure. Why is nobody running good abilities? And why am I stealing them? I probably should have paid better attention and read, because when somebody has pressure, it usually tells you that, you know, they're exerting pressure. So that's probably my fault, honestly. I'm going to go for a taunt onto Corviknight to prevent it from doing any iron defenses. Well, it's probably going to do one because it set up Tailwind. But now we are going to go for an Extreme Speed into Gallade because it can't attack. Almost kills. Sacred Sword goes out. Umbreon just eats that up. Rocky Helmet. Does Rocky Helmet kill? It does. Ha! Get fucked. Okay, U-turn onto Umbreon. Umbreon goes down. That's fine. Okay. I wonder if he's just going to swap sides with Corviknight. Meowscarada. I am going to send out Pelipper because Dreadnought would just be asking to be hit with a Flower Trick. Rain really doesn't do anything for us here. Psychic Surge goes out, so priority cannot happen, which sucks. But because we have the Rain, we can go for a Hurricane into Meowscarada, and we can go for an Ice Spinner into Meowscarada, just in case Hurricane doesn't KO or if it's sashed. I'm just going to double up into Meowscarada. I don't think it's going to protect right away. I'm pretty sure it's going to go right for Flower Trick onto someone. What do you do? Terra Grass. So Flower Trick might just murder Pelipper in one hit. Okay, Indeedee is just going to do bullshit things and protect Masquerada forever. Flower Trick is going to one-hit Pelipper with the double stab. Oh, Pelipper lives. Wow. Not a whole lot of damage on Indeedee. No. Not a lot of damage. But Indeedee got confused, so maybe it can knock that shit off with the Follow Me. But I'm going to protect on Pelipper since it didn't die, and it's probably going to absorb another hit. I am going to Extreme Speed, though. Well... I'm going to Ice Spinner into... Well, no. I'm going to Extreme Speed into Masquerada. I want to break that Sash. We can Ice Spinner next turn. Indeedee is confused. He's just going to follow me, whatever. Extreme Speed goes out. I don't see it hitting that. Indeedee goes down. Masquerada's probably just going to Flower Trick. Oh, Flower Trick's on to Dragonite. Interesting. Okay. We might not live the next one. Corviknight comes back out. I'm pretty sure Corviknight's going to set up Tailwind again. I don't see it doing anything else. We are going to go for the Hurricane onto Masquerada, and we are going to go for an Ice Spinner into Masquerada. I really want it to go away. Well, I probably should have went for an Extreme Speed. Oh well. I don't think he's going to outspeed. Goes for fucking Protect. Just do the fucking Tailwind, dude. Great bird. Rain isn't going to end anytime soon, so I don't know why you're stalling. Hurricane. Extreme Speed. Could he go for double protect? He could. If he does, it kind of fucks us really hard. If he gets it. But he doesn't go for the double protect. Masquerada takes a hell of a lot of damage. Flower Trick goes out. Someone's dying. Probably Pelipper. And that's kind of okay. I think Dragonite should be fine here. To take another Brave Bird. Nope, never mind. The only thing is we gotta hope that Dreadnought can outspeed in the rain against Masquerada. Which, well, it's not Choice Scarfed. So that's good to know, because it is Protect. So maybe, huge maybe. I doubt it, though. I really doubt it. You know what, fuck it. We're just gonna go for a Rock Slide. If we miss, we miss. He's gonna go for a Protect. That's fine. If it misses, I'm gonna scream. Okay, it doesn't. Did we get a flinch, though? No, we don't. Okay. Couldn't possibly get a flinch there. I don't think we're going to outspeed. Even in the rain, I don't think we'll outspeed. Because I don't think this Masquerada isn't Protean, so it's got to be Overgrow, Terra, and oh, we do outspeed. Excellent, cool, fucking neat, great. We won one, finally. The skin of my teeth, though. Skin of my teeth. All right. Excuse me. I'm gonna put this on hold real quick. I want to look at something real quick on my Dreadnought. Please load. Thank you. Christ almighty. So yeah. Is that what I have written down? I don't think that's what I wrote down for his layout. I know it is. 252 speed. Okay. Terra Blast really isn't doing a whole lot on Dreadnought, though, because I kind of have to run it in the back unless I open with it with Pelipper, which I really don't want to do if they have Torkoal, because Torkoal just resets that shit. Yeah. Okay. Anywho. I actually think I'm going to call it here for tonight. Yeah. But I had, despite my frustration, I did have a good time. I just think we play a little bit too safe when we don't need to, or at least I play a little bit safe when I don't need to. And it really seems like a lot of battles really reward hyper aggression rather than setup. And I've said it dozens of times, is I've been doing competitive Pokemon battles since Gen 5, and really the older gens really rewarded good setup. And yeah, but whatever. I'm still learning, just like everyone else. But I am going to call it here for tonight. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for some shiny hunting with Mop. And actually, I'll get their avatar ready for tomorrow. Come on. Let go. There we go. All right. There we go. We are ready, for Mop. All right. See you guys. Bye.